my name is Dr. Kou Bliaxa Vang and Lieutenant Colonel Kou Bliaxa Vang. I was born in 1955 in the eastern jungle of Laos. That's Nabu, Ban Nabu. Okay. Yeah, I'm the fourth oldest of 15 children. My dad's Major Bliaxa Vang and my mom's Chong Yang. And we have a total of 15 children in the family.
Yeah,
I didn't know much about it because when I was born in 1955, at that time, the Civil War already gained traction. And then I remember that, at that time we have never lived in one place more than a few years. We always on the move because of the fighting. Yeah, at that time, two of my older brother and my dad's already in the military. And then later on, my dad became a personal bodyguard for General Vang Pao. I think there's a pretty... Oh, my dad probably was in the military already. Yeah. Yeah, we are studying, from place to place all the time. But like I said, we move. Every few years we move because of the fighting. And then I went to school, one place, and move and then go to another place. Yes. That was when I was about 15 years old. 15 years old, so I probably don't remember. Was it 15 years from 55 to 15 years old? I was, me and some of my friends got recruited by the CIA to be eyes and ear on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Yeah, and our duty is to report the activity on the Ho Chi Minh Trail to the headquarters of the CIA. Say, hey, the communists are coming, so that they can relay it to the airplane, which means the fighter jet.
What year?
Oh my God, that was in early 70. Yeah, so yeah. That was scary because at that time I only 15, 16 years old. And then I was really scared, but we have to do because you have no choice. Because the communists are coming, you either fight or die. So that's how I do it. Yeah, like I say, my lots of cousins, lots of uncle. Yeah, they passed away. Our own family, which means that my dad and my dad's brother, we are very lucky, Nobody killed in our family, but like uncles and friends, brothers, yeah, lots of people pass away. Oh, it's really scary, but you have no choice. It's really scary, and then I was crying. I'm glad that it's not me or my, friends. What we do?
Reassign or air traffic control.
Yeah, after we do the ICE for the CIA, one night we also got caught too. We also got caught because caught by the no Vietnamese, patrol. So they caught us, and we were about 15, 20 days, in the prison camps back in close to the Ho Chi Minh Trail. And then, but we were so lucky that, one night, the power storm was knocked down the power, the generator at the camp. And the whole camp go plumbing blacks. So it gave us a chance to escape. And then we escaped, and then when I get back to the headquarters, the CIA, headquarters, then in Long Tieng, then they asked me to see if I want to go back to be, to the trail. But I said, no, I don't want to go because it was scary. And then they said, well, if you don't want to go, then we probably have a new job for you. Do you really want to? I say, yes, tell me what kind of job. And they said, well, if you don't want to go back to the trail, then are you interested about doing the air traffic controller at the Long Tieng airport? At that time, the airport was the most busiest airport in the world during the Vietnam War, because airplanes just take off, landing, with no time stopping.
Were there any crashes?
You mean the airplane crash? I saw a lot of crash. Even the C-146 too. C-146, it was some other aircraft. Yes.
Anybody died?
A few of my cousins died. It was the Vang too, Vang family too. But I was working the air traffic controller for a long time until 1995. No, I'm sorry, 1975. Until 1975, and then
How busy can you describe on a regular basis, like on a daily basis? How busy are you and how stressful?
It's really stressful because I don't think so. Every 10, 15 minutes, airplane take off and landing. I mean, the most busiest airport during the Vietnam War.
How many of you were up there at the tower?
We have 4 people, but each shift, we have 2. We have 2 controllers up there.
What time do you work from what time to what time?
Oh, it's early in the morning, I go early because we almost like 24 hours. So at 6 to 6, and the other shift from 6 to 6 in the morning. So we have 4 people,
So what happens to you if an airplane crashes? What happens to you? It's your fault, right?
At that time, you never think about what's going to happen. You just do your job that you know how to do.
So are there penalties, or are there for you if you were responsible for make sure there's no crashes or accidents?
Yeah, that's our job. You have to be responsible. So who's landing and who's take off, who's first and who's second, and where are they? Even they're flying over, you still have to say, hey, these planes right here, the no east, no west, or 1,000 feet or 500 feet on the, So you have to make sure you know what you're doing. Otherwise, you are in trouble too.
Were you ever in trouble?
No, I don't. I don't remember in trouble, but.
So, can you tell me how you met your wife?
Yeah, in 1972. After I came back from the Ho Chi Minh City, the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and I met my wife, Song, and I got married in 1972, and then we have one daughter, is a pioneer. At that time, the situation is going back. Traction's high, and then we married. I've been working in the air traffic controller every day. Like I say, 12 hours per shift, and then, but as time goes by, go up to the 1970, the situation go poorly for the USA, for the USA, so they start to.
So what happens after 1973, after the ceasefire?
Yeah,
The plane, there's less planes, or?
No, yeah, it's much less than what 72, 73, like that, you know. It's much less, but it's still a lot because, like I say, no, United States never responds. They say they are, you know, at war with the Laos. You know, they just get a secret, but it's still very busy.
So your dad served as General Vang Pao's personal bodyguard.
Yes, my dad served as personal.
How did the general escape during the communist commandos? They got into VP's house.
Well, at that time, you know, like I said, because our job, our boss and General Vang Pao and jury told us, you know, your job is to make sure that you are in the tower, to make sure that every plane take off and landing safely. Because at the time, those are C-130, C-46 that are coming, and they pick them up, those people. I think we probably call them refugee people because they're escaping. So, you know, at that time was so much stress, and I don't know what's happening to General Vang Pao, you know, at that moment, you know. My job is to make sure that those planes take off and landing safely, but at that time, you know, I supposed to be on the last C-130. Oh, you know, at this time, to be honest with you, because it's not my job and my duty to be with them. So my job is to do my air traffic controller. You know, the other stuff I have, to be honest with you, I don't deal with. So I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, you mean after we take off, or I mean after Vietnam, or no?
During
Oh yeah, I think when they shoot that, you know, before we took off 75, right? What you talking about?
Before.
Yeah, at that time we still in Long Tieng too. I'm still there. I'm still working, and then things happen, you know.
Were you a part of that decision-making, air traffic control?
No, I don't, because my job is, they just tell me, say, hey, you know, your job is to go to the tower and to make sure that.
What is the most funnest thing about your job?
Fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that we did a good job. We did a good job, which means that no airplanes collide and nobody is, you know, just getting hurt. And I love about that, and then I like that, and I'm so happy that I can do something for my country. Yeah.
You see all the helicopters bringing back dead bodies.
Yes. Every day we saw that, and then it's heartbroken, emotionally, because I hope that that's not my uncle or it's not my, you know, brothers or whatever. But it's very heartbroken, and what can you do? There's nothing you can do about that. You just watch and cry emotionally.
So every day,
Oh, yes, every day. Every day you'll see that it's coming in all the time. Every chopper is landing, you hope that you don't see those, but it does. Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not that part of the looking about it, you know. My part is to be there, but I watch, I saw, and a lot of people coming, but some of the responsibility belong to the commander in the airport, so I don't know where they took him or her. Mostly just him, a few nurse.
Air traffic control, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yeah, at that time, you know, everybody have an equal responsibility. Yeah, equal responsibility. So we don't know that he's, you know, I probably don't want to say it, but, you know, our job is to make sure that we do our jobs, to make sure that, yeah, everything's.
ก็สิเปียup in no one day make a blow and can you explain what happens before
oh yeah, that time was
ก็นอริจา
right.
ไทยริจาได้
There was all kind of rumor at the time. Everybody was frustrating and go from place to place and then talk about what we gotta do, because at the time things start to heap up and then you don't know what you gotta do either, and you don't know what family gotta do either.
ก็จีนรู้เชื่อเลยก็จีนเลยอย่างเดียว
At the time before the May 14, 15, my dad still in Long Tieng too. Our family, everybody still there.
Okay, can you explain what information that your dad received that VP and then we're gonna fly out?
Yeah, I think my dad come and told us, say, hey, the situation is getting worse, so we have to be prepared. And I'm one of in the list. They should be going first. So I want you all to be prepared. We don't know when. That's why that's what they told us. And then at the time, because people are talking all the time, but we don't want to talk too much too, because what they call like a secret, because if everybody know, the VP say, hey, I only take so many family, that's going to create problems. So we know, but it's more like a secret too.
So how early did you get up on May 14th to direct those air flights?
At that time, like I say, we working 12 hours thing, because even though the C-130, they come and pick out those refugee, but we still have some other airplane, those like a T-28, but at that time they are light, much lighter now. It's not heavy like before the 75, So just very early, 6 in the morning, I have to make sure that I'm there.
So how chaotic is how chaotic or how's the situation in the morning during that May 14th?
Wow, it's unbelievable. When we got there at the airport, I don't know, thousands of people, and thousands of people already in the airport, and they're waiting for the C-130 and C-46. It's coming in. So you look at it, you don't want to work at the tower anymore. You want to go, but your job is to.
And where is your wife and kid?
At that time, my daughter and my wife, they're at the airport too, because we make sure they are going, and I will be the one last, because that's why the GVP, General Vang Pao and Jerry told us, say, hey, your job is to make sure they're safe. So my wife and my daughter was at the airport, ready to get onto the airplane, but it was a chaos. It was chaos. Thousands, I don't know. They would call thousands, maybe 20, 30,000, who knows. But the moment the airplane landing, everybody just, move up to the airplane and then try to get onto the airplane, yeah. And then I was so lucky that, my wife and my daughter got into the C-130 and took off. But we don't know where they go. Nobody knows that they go to Thailand or to Vientiane or who knows. But just to get onto the C-130 and took off.
What about your parents?
My parents, they also got into the C-130 too. So they got off, and for the last flight or the last day, the airplane never coming back, because they will start shooting.
Who shot those bullets?
We don't know who shot it, just probably the communist people, because at that time, like I said, it's a chaos. So we don't know this our people or the communist people, but they were shooting at the airport. At that time, I still at the air traffic controller.
嗰啲波哋多嘅嘢都用去攞邊。
Right.
你就攞嘢用打。
Right. They took off and we are the last one. Like I say, I supposed to be on the last flight, but when they took out the last flight there, we didn't know that that's the last flight because they still have thousands of people at the airport. But the moment they shooting at the airport, the planes never return. So we are all done.
So what's the last message on the air at the air traffic control station?
Yeah, I think the last time nobody told us hey, we are coming back or no. They took off and just quiet.
Then when did you decide to go down?
Well, after that, then we stayed there for about half day, no plane take off or landing at all. No, everything just quiet. And then now at that time, the people at the airport start to, go away. Not go away the whole thing, but I mean it's much lighter. It's not very heavy anymore. Oh, at the time, just like and then the moment that was so sad, we are crying, just like the sky is falling. And so at that time, the airplane never come back. So we say, hey, that's it, it's over.
Then what did you do next?
Okay, after that, like I said, my wife, my family, like my mom and dad, or even my brother, they all on the C-130 took off to, we don't know where, Thailand or wherever. And at that time I say, that's it, I'm done. Either I die or I don't know what to do. So at that time, it's come down from the tower and just find my own way.
Where did you go?
The first thing I went back to, at that time it's Nam Nyon, right was we used to live, go over there and I try to find a way to Thailand, that's on my own. So
who's with you then?
At that time, it's my first cousin. His name Vatua. Right now, in Madison. He and I, it took us about a month just to try to find a way, to Vientiane. So we, at the time, we don't know what to do. Every day we'll go to the road, to the street where the taxi is going, whatever. And then we finally find a taxi from Nam Nyon to Vientiane. At the time we are pretend that we are a student because I only 17. At the time, pretend that we are students, so we are hiding our, military ID in our sack and just slip through all those communists, right with those checkpoint. We just say, hey, we got to go back to school in Vientiane. So we are lucky that we get from, Long Tieng to Vientiane.
Then what happens next?
Yeah, then after we get to Vientiane, we don't know that what we got to do. We stay, I think 1 or 2 nights, I don't remember. And then we finally said, think that, at that time, because lots of chaos, you heard, so people are fighting, fighting place to, no place, but a way to escape. And then one in the morning, so we take a taxi from our home in Vientiane to the Mekong River. Early in the morning, about 4 in the morning, and we finally found a small fishing boat. So we talked to them and we gave them some money. So they took us across the Mekong River from Vientiane to Nong Khai. Yeah.
What was the feeling of leaving Laos now?
That's sad because that's what you grow up, that's all you know. That's all your life, you only know Laos is your country. And now you have to leave it behind and go somewhere else. You don't know that you'll be survived or you'll be dead, who knows. But at that time, you just say, hey, first thing, I gotta find my family. I don't know where they are, but people go, you just go. At that time, yes.
So how many of you were on that boat?
Yeah, cousin, and then also my auntie, which is my uncle's wife. So we are three of us with fishing.
So who told you that? Who say to you that for you to marry another wife, because your family's gone, they're not coming back?
Right.
Did you believe that?
Yeah. It's sad, but we at that time, when we still in the village after Long Tieng, then we went to Nam Nyon, and then some of my cousin's wife, I probably won't say the name, but the husbands also went to Thailand, and they say, hey, your wife left, my husband left, why don't you just marry us and we stay? It's, oh no, I told them, no, don't say that, you never think about that.
Did you believe that you're gonna find them?
I don't believe that I'm gonna find my wife and my family, because like I say, we don't know where are they, because when the C-130 took off from Long Tieng, we don't know where they went to Thailand or Vientiane or who knows. So, but at that time we know that also people start to fleeing to Thailand. So they must be Thailand. That's why you suspicious. They must be Thailand.
So I'm gonna go back and
Yes.
ask you another thing.
Sure.
What is the most difficult part about being an air traffic controller?
That you have lots of responsibility. Like we talked about earlier, to make sure that you know what you are doing. Who's takeoff, who's landing, who's first, and who's last. So you have to make a good or clear decision, because one blink of an eye, if you make a mistake, people can kill. Which means the airplane can, drop, or airplane can, do anything. So you have to be careful to know what you're doing. That's why sometimes, even in this country or over there, not too many people want their job.
Were you ever yelled at?
Some of our friends, we yell at each other sometimes.
What did you do?
We say, hey, you guy, or you, because each time we have two people in the air traffic control tower. And sometimes I think he might make a right decision, but you stand and you watch. Sometimes those airplanes come so close together. We a few, 100 feet,
Do you regret any decisions? Tell me one or two decisions that you made that you regret.
Well, regret about being air traffic controller, or regret about what?
Air control.
Yeah. Sometimes they're so close together. I mean, those airplanes coming so close together, and sometimes, I think at one times, I don't know that airplanes listen or not. He doesn't listen. One of the airplanes just about landing at the airport, and he took off. I said, oh, I wish I never been in this shoe, because if they are, collide each other, I am in trouble. I had to be dead or I'd be prison, because mostly when they collide together, usually the towers fall too, because you don't tell them, or you did not tell them right. So sometimes I wish I never be an air traffic controller.
Did they collide?
Oh no, nobody collides. Since I been an air traffic controller, no.
So some other accidents that happens at Long Tieng is not because of air traffic controller, but it's because of the pilots.
Right, it was because of the pilots. The pilots, they want to make that.
What is the scariest moment that you saw as an air traffic controller at the airbase?
Yeah, just like I say, the most scary that sometimes the pilot doesn't want to listen to you, or he has no radio's not working or not. One time that I told him not to take off one plane. he took off and almost collided with the other landing plane. And I said, that's the most scary. And I said, oh my God. But nobody collide each other. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So what happens after you cross the Mekong River?
Yeah, when we crossed the Mekong River, and they have like a temporary camp in Nong Khai. So we got there, and then each day, because my wife, they went to Nampong, so it's quite far away from Nong Khai to Nampong. And when we get to Nong Khai, and then they just, we just come into a group, group like a small, not small office, but the office. And everybody coming there, you have to register your name, who's who, check your ID, if you have ID, or where you come from, what did you do while you come in the camp in Nong Khai. And after you get all those information clear, and each day they will have a bus from Nong Khai to Nampong. So from Nong Khai to Nampong, we have to ride the bus. But at that time, my wife and my daughter are in Nampong. But they don't know, they thought maybe I was dead too. Because it been over a month. No contact each other. So they thought, oh, maybe I was dead. I know that they won't die, but I don't know where they are.
So when did you leave Nong Khai to Nampong?
Oh, it's early, no, not early, but I think the middle of 75. Yeah, the middle, it's about, I think June or whatever, yeah, at that time. Yeah, because, and then when we go to Nampong, every day, that was the most sad part. My wife would get up in the morning and dress up herself and my daughter, and they just went to the bus station. Just to see if I will ever show up. They've been doing that for months. And then one day, was so fortunate, lucky, I showed up. I get off the bus, I saw my wife and my daughter, and they saw me. I just go into her arms, and we're holding each other. We are crying. And my wife and I say, is it real? Because most people don't show up. That's the happiness that I show up at the Nampong camp, and we hold each other, we are crying. That we are survived at the Nampong, yes.
How does it feel to see all the Hmong leaders at the camp without a home?
That's sad. That's so sad. Even those, like you say, those colonel, mayor, governors, everybody over there, we know home, everybody's there. What's sad, you don't know what to do. It's just like you, me, and me. We all together, and it's just, each day, everybody was just talking about, so what we gonna do? How are we going to survive? Are we going to have a chance to go back to see our country or our family or our, Oh, he's still there, but not too long. Yeah. Yes. Whoa, at the time, we just think about it. He just said, I need to go. So I don't know where I gotta go, because there's more like a secret too, But I think my dad and those governors or those high ranking, they know that the Thai people, they don't want General Pao to stay in Thailand. So he told my dad and he told all my uncles.
What did he tell you then?
He said, they call it the Thai government won't let me stay, because they told him that, if I stay, things are going to get worse. And those communists, we're causing North Vietnam, or whatever, they're not going to be happy for us. General Vang Pao's there, and one day he got coming back. So they put a pressure into the Thai government. So he said, I cannot stay. I will be going, but I will come back. I will come back, and they will go back to Laos. Yeah.
头路都拉，头路都拉，头路头那能碰多了的钱呢？路上呢，那点要大家呢，就领着拿是不是？
Right, we just like those orphan people, just like that, just like that, and we don't know what to do, because the reason we all went to Thailand, we follow General Vang Pao, and then when we get that time, he left. He left everybody behind, and it was so sad that a lot of people crying. I mean, almost the whole camps is crying, don't know what to do, but you have no choice. You don't know what to do.
Then what happens next after Nampong?
Yeah, after Nampong, then I think it was late 75, and then they some of the leader in the Nampong, they went to Vinai. Yeah, they went to Vinai, because at the time I think the Thai people, because the Nampong is only the military camp. It's not a refugee camp. So some other leader in Nampong, they went to Thai, went to Vinai, right? To Vinai, because at that time the Thai government have get us a little place, a camp.
Were you part of that? Were you part of the first wave to build Vinai too?
I think when I went to Vinai, it's not the first, because at that time, because I supposed to came to the United States from Nampong, but I have some problem, because we are the first people they supposed to go, because we are working with the CIA close. At that time, my brother's getting married, so I get stuck. But have to redo the paper. Yeah.
So who in your family came from Nampong to the United States?
I'm my own family, the immediate family. No, I'm the first immediate family. I'm the first one to come to the United States, but it's the early 1976.
Okay. So what made you decide that you're going to come to the United States?
Yeah, because when we stay in the camp, that's thousands, thousand people. Everything was difficult. We stay in the fence. You cannot go out. You cannot do this, do that. And then I thought, life in the camps, I cannot live like this forever. And lots of rumors say, hey, the people who work for the CIA or close to the CIA is going to get in trouble. Because now in Thailand, or if the communists are ever coming in, that's where the first people who got to get trouble. Yes.
So you were part of the first group in 76?
Yes, I'm the first group in 76, yeah.
Okay, where did you come to?
Okay, yeah,
And the other part is right now you're leaving your community, you're leaving your other family behind. What's that feeling?
Yeah, at that time, oh my God, when we went to Vinai, the first group of my family, I'm the first one that came to the United States. I have decided, family and we have fight. We have to fight over because they don't want me to leave. Even we have 15 children in the family, my mom and dad, they say, no, you cannot go anywhere. We already lost you from Laos to here. Now, we all stay here, we all go. Stay, we all go. I said, no, I cannot stay like this forever. So I told family, say, just let me go. And then, if die, let me die. If I become somebody else, I become somebody else. And then I will hopefully come back to get you guys or sponsor you guys to go to the United States. So we have big fighting.
Was your dad mad?
My dad's really mad. My mom, my stepmother, they're all mad. They call all my cousins, they call, everybody's coming, talk to me. They say, 18, that's a sad story, but I think I'm pretty sure. My dad said, if you want to go, you have to pay me. You have to pay me, I don't know what's the American's name. The Hmong name say, you have to pay me. Because I know that you go, you will die. That's what my dad said. Because at the time, just like you don't know, right? The United States, you don't know. So they're mad. My dad told my mom and my stepmom, say, don't ever pack any lunch for Kou. Yeah, don't pack any lunch. So me and my brothers, and my 2 kids, and he and his wife, so we are 6 people. We left without any lunch, without any money.
Your dad was pretty serious.
Oh, he doesn't want us to come to the United States. And he told them, say, hey, don't you ever get up and pack any food for Kou, and just let them go, let them die, because they don't listen to me. So, at that time, that was so sad. So I had to pay my dad, everything. And then we are lucky that we got sponsor,
What did you come to?
Yeah, we got sponsor from a Lutheran church in Illinois, Belvedere, Illinois, early in April 1976. Yeah, we came to Illinois, but at this time it was sad too. One time I thought I should listen to my dad. Because when you get to the United States, nobody, you didn't know anybody. Just like yourself, your family with thousands or 100,000 other people. And you don't know any Hmong. You don't know who's there. We didn't contact with any Hmong about 2 years after we first arrived in the United States. But we were so happy. And then at that time, life was tough. When we first came, I got into the United States about 11 days, then I started to work. 11 days.
What work did you get into, and how much did they pay you?
At that time, they paid me $2.30 an hour. And my brother, at that time, he's still under 18. He got $1.60 an hour.
What did you do?
My first job was a janitor, cleaning house at the hospital. Janitor, and then.
When did you come to Minnesota?
Well, I've been working in Illinois for 10 and a half years. $2.30, I working like a janitor, assembler, upholstery, machine operators for 10 and a half years. And then I say, hey, I cannot do this all my life. So I did 10 and a half years working like that. And then I decided, say, hey, 10 and a half years, that's enough. So in late 1986, early 1987, I quit my job and we moved to Minnesota.
What made you move to Minnesota?
Well, because at that time, a lot of Hmong people in Minnesota, we heard a lot of good things about Minnesota. A lot of good things, and so I said, oh, why not? I should probably go try it, because some of my old friends in the old day, they came to Minnesota, they have a better job, they have educations, and I'm the same friends back in the old day. Why I still working in the assembly? And janitor, I worked 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. So I decided to move here. At that time, I was 31 already, moved to Minnesota. I say, hey, you know, I worked 10 years already. I probably should do something else. I cannot work like this for the rest of my life. So at that time, you know, when I moved here in the late 86, early 87, and I working part-time, go to school, Ignite, get my GED when I'm 31 years old. And then after I get my GED at 31, I decided to go to school. And my wife working 2 jobs, because at the time we have 6 kids already. My wife working 2 jobs. I go to school, and I working as real estate agent and also insurance agent. 2 part-time jobs, plus I go to school full-time. When I went to school, I was in ESL for about a semester.
Why did you decide to join the United States military?
Yeah, you know, after, yes. So after I went to school, and then it took me 10 years to get my doctor of degree from the University of Minnesota Dental School, Doctor of Dental Surgery. And then after I graduated from the dental school, so at that time, the Minnesota Air National Guard, they came over to my office. They say, hey, you know, Dr. Vang, we need you. I said, at the time, the first I saw them, I was scared like hell, because in the old day, when the military come into your place, they have trouble. So those 2 military guys came to my office and they want to talk to me. Oh my God, I was shaking. I have goosebumps. I don't know, what did I do wrong? Because I already escaped Vietnam. I don't need any more trouble here. But when they come in, they say, hey, you know, Dr. Vang, you know, we would like to have you. I said, have me for what? They said, to go to work for us, to join the military. I said, are you kidding? They said, yes, we need you. Oh, I said, wow. Then they said, okay, I said, well, go to my office, we'll talk about. At that time, you know, they bring up a proposal. They say, hey, you know, we need you, because in the military, we need somebody like you, a doctor to be treat our troop, our guys. So before they can go to war or they do something, they have to make sure that their teeth are healthy. They are healthy to go, because without it, they cannot go. So we want you to go work for us, to join the Guard. And I said, well, I said, let me think about it. And I came home, I talked to my wife, and my wife said, hey, you know, go. Because this is your country. The reason is a free country, because there are people there working, protect you together. So if they need you, just go ahead and go. And that's why I decided to join the Minnesota Air National Guard in 1998. At the time they say, you know, you are the doctor, you go, you have a good job at the airport. But actually, it's not true. Because when you join the military, you have to go through a boot camp. You have to go to boot camp, and then after I went through the boot camp, I came back, I told those recruiters, say, hey, I'm mad at you guys, okay? You guys didn't tell me the truth. They said, why? You told me that, you know, I'm a doctor. When I go to the military, I will have a, you know, easier job. I don't have to do, but that's not true. You guys lied to me. They say, you know, if we told you everything ahead, then we won't get you. So that's why I got into the military, and then I love it. I love to serve my country, you know. And I served in the military for 20 years. 20 years, and I become a vice commander of in the medical group, dental squadron.
So let's go back to your father and your parents. When they came, what is the guilt that they have?
You know, After they decided to come, because when I came to the United States here, I work, I make some money, I send some money to them, right? So they know that I'm survive. I'm survive. So they made them happy. And then later on, my dad was the last person to come to the United States. And then my brothers, my sister, they all came.
What year did your father come?
My dad came in 1983. Yeah, he's the last person of my immediate family.
What did he say what did he say? Did he send you the wrong direction, or was he happy that he came, or
You know,
did he pay you back?
yeah, at that time, to be honest with you, because my dad was a bodyguard for General Vang Pao. At the time, Joey Daniel told my dad, say, you need to go. You need to go because you cannot stay. If you stay, if the communists ever come, you'll be dead. And my dad said, no, I don't want to go because I'm in the early. He doesn't want to go. I don't want to go. I will never go to the United States. And Jerry told him, say, are you sure you don't want to go? My dad said, yes. Then sign your name. So my dad signed his name, say he will never come to the United States. But later on, when all my brothers, sisters, my uncles, everybody came to the United States, my dad wants to come. And then Daniel say, hey, you can't. Because you already signed your names right here, say you cannot. And you don't want to go to the United States, you will stay here. At that time, my dad was so frustrating, crying every day. Because there was nobody with him, just he and my other stepmom stayed with him only. Yeah. So, but to be honest with you, finally, the reason he get to come, because after Jerry Daniel passed away. So nobody blocked my dad's way. That's why he get to come, yes.
What was the feeling to see your dad again?
Oh, I was just so happy. I was so happy. My dad was so happy. He didn't talk much at that time. Because he said, if I knew that things to be good like this and have better life in the United States, I would like all your brother and sister came with you. I'm so stupid. My dad told himself like that. I said, that's okay, Dad. I know that you love us. You don't want us to leave you behind. Yeah.
Lo, they also no,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, so, I was, right now, like I said, when I graduate, I opened a dental clinic, in St. Paul, so the low income, community for 20-some years now. And then, like I say, so I still say that. So when I retired in 2018 and 2022, I got inducted into the Minnesota Air National Guard Flyer of Honor. And I was so happy that I did that. And I also got October 13, 2018, City of St. Paul, they declared October 13, 2018 was Lieutenant Colonel Kou Bliaxa Vang's Day. And I'm glad that I can do something for both countries, but I want to thank the United States of America for their help and, take us into their arms. That's why we have a better life, and I just want to thank you. And I'm glad that, I can do something for my new country too.